Hello historians, and welcome to Decoding the Test and a quick look at the Roaring Twenties. As always, a caveat. What we're about to go over is not everything I would want you to know. It's just what the test has covered over and over again over the past few years. If I was you, I would know the details that you see in front of you to guarantee a higher level score. Now when it comes to the Roaring Twenties, only 5% of the test is a Roaring Twenties question. And it covers the same things over and over and over again. It covers Warren Harding's return to normalcy. It covers the first Red Scare. It covers the Harlem Renaissance. It doesn't cover Prohibition, which seems very odd. So if I was you, I would add Prohibition to my study list because it seems very, very, very unlikely that the test will continue to not cover Prohibition, a big part of the 1920s. Today, we're going to look at the Teapot Dome scandal because it keeps coming up. So what is the Teapot Dome scandal? It has nothing to do with the teapot, or tea. The Teapot Dome is a geological formation in Wyoming. And what matters is not the formation itself. What matters is the oil underneath it. Because the Teapot Dome is public land owned by the government. Okay, where is the scandal? The scandal is members of President Warren Harding's administration, including one of his cabinet members, arranged to lease that public land to oil drillers for very, very super cheap. In return, those oil businessmen agreed to give the cabinet member and the political appointees a cut of the profits. So basically, it was people in government enriching themselves because they're in government. Otherwise, they never would have been in a position to offer their buddies these cheap rates for leasing the land. That is the Teapot Dome scandal. It did get caught. It did lead to several people being jailed. What do you need to know about the Teapot Dome scandal? One, you just need to be able to recognize it. There's a good chance you might get a cartoon like this one, which is this teapot steamroller running over everybody. Just know that the Teapot Dome scandal was about oil and about political corruption. What does it lead to? This one is more generalized. This 1924 cartoon satirizes a scandal that led to what? Answer: public disappointment over revelations of government corruption. That word's going to come up. Corruption, corruption, corruption. If you get a Teapot Dome question, look for the answer choice that mentions corruption, and you'll probably get it right. When you look at this question, it's talking about which headline describes a consequence of the scandal, which is the same question that you just saw. The prior question talked about the public disappointment in corruption. This is also going to mention that word corruption. Look at answer choice D, cabinet member jailed for corruption. So again, if you can recognize what the Teapot Dome scandal was, that it involved cheap oil leases given by political appointees to oil businessmen who in turn kick back the profits to those political appointees, if you know that that corruption disappointed Americans and that it led to people being jailed for what they had done, you should be okay. If there's no questions, comments, or screams of angst, I'll see you in the next video.